Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I don't really have a very serious video today. I just want to say hello, kind of an informal video. Did you see the bank collapse in Silicon Valley? This is the first bank to collapse since 2008. Now, this is actually bullish for AMC, believe it or not. I've been saying, you can check way back in my videos. I was one of the first people to expose the tokenization of AMC by FTX. Okay, so here's what's going on. Liquidity has been drying up for a while now, and I've been telling you that in my videos. I've been telling you about how the money has been flowing out of Credit SUIZE, and their stock has just plunged even further. Look up their stock, okay? They're out of liquidity. It's crazy what's going on now. It's not all about AMC, but a big part of it is due to AMC, and it's things like this can create a financial crisis. If you look at the previous financial crisis we had under George Bush Jr., it was due to Bernie Madoff and some very shady things he was doing. And now the financial crisis, in part that we're having right now, is due to the manipulation in the stock market, and the number one reason in the stock market for this problem is AMC and the synthetic shares. And behind the scenes, I've been saying they've been trying to pay for the short squeeze behind the scenes, and some of these shady things, in my opinion, like the FTX collapse, in part was a setup in conjunction with the Luna Coin Classic crash to help money evaporate. Also, the Voyager Digital lent $600 million to Three Arrows Capital, and I think some of that money was to pay for the AMC short squeeze behind the scenes. There's just been too many crashes, one right after the other, behind the scenes with no reasonable explanation, and I've been tracking them all, and I do think they've been putting money into a fund to pay back the Fed, because the Fed is the one that lent money to these hedge funds, and they got in serious trouble, and they're the ones that are going to have to pay back the money to the Fed. So they've been paying the money back behind the scenes. That's why we haven't had the short squeeze yet. So the price you see on chain for AMC is just fake. It's just fake, friends. I know it affects us because, you're trading it and, it can make money or lose money on the fake price, but it is the fake price. And some proof to tell you how we know that is because only 10% of AMC stock is traded on chain on the NYSE, and the vast majority is traded in the dark pool. And you ask yourself, well, what's the real price in the dark pool? Well, we don't know. Some people have said for the longest time it was over $1,000 in the dark pool per share. That was 6 months ago. Who knows what it is right now? And the same thing occurs with cryptocurrency, like XRP, for example. I'm an XRP whale, in my opinion, based on some numbers I looked at. I'm very heavy into XRP, okay? So I know all about it. So XRP is trading for under 40 cents, but that's not the real price of XRP. XRP's real price is in multiple thousands, probably somewhere in the 50,000 per coin range. Now, that's a whole nother video, a whole nother story, and it sounds insane because you're like, no, it's 40 cents. I can't get into all that right now, but we're talking about AMC stock. So yeah, the stock has been down like several days in a row. The volume has been super low several days in a row. And also I was trying to strategize and think, hey, what's the real reason? Why have they been really doing low volume, parking all the AMC orders? What's the real reason? And I thought to myself, I was like, they need a way to bring down APE safely without you thinking just APE is going down, okay? So they're doing this to pull down APE. In my opinion, they're doing it to pull down APE so that you don't notice that APE is being pulled down, okay? They don't want you to notice that APE is going down, even though AMC is going down a little bit. And then they're going to let AMC run because it's going to run, and APE's not going to run. And you'll be like, oh, why didn't APE run? But meanwhile, it's way down in the sewer. And if you look at my video when I said to sell APE and put it in AMC, I think APE was at like $2.50-ish. I'll have to look it up, but it was right around there, like $2.50-ish, when I first put that video out. And I put all that money into AMC, and I'm still up from that conversion. So Anyways, hit like, subscribe, add notifications, share the video with a friend. But what I'm trying to tell you in this video is that more banks are going to collapse. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not financial advice. But more banks are going to collapse. You saw a bank collapse in Silicon Valley, first time since 2008. And I have personal experiences, and I've talked to many people, many investors that have had trouble getting money out of their banks. Okay, I know I personally, a while back, went to my local bank and I said, hey, I want to take out this amount of money. And they're like, we don't have that much money. We can't do it. You have to give us notice. And I was shook. I was like, what do you mean you don't have that much money? I'm like, this is a bank. And they're like, yeah, but we don't keep really money on hand. And that shook me when I heard that. I was like, you don't keep money on hand, you're a bank. Like, what are you talking about? And it shook me. And that was a while back. I feel like it was about 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. But since then, I've been hearing from other investors that they've had a hard time getting money out of their banks. Like, if you try to take out $5,000, not even a lot of money. Let's say you try to take out $5,000. You may have some trouble getting it out of your bank. It doesn't even have to be a big number. If you try to take out like 10,000, 20, 30, 40,000, forget about it. You're not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to like set it up. They're going to take like a week to get that money. It's crazy. It never used to be that way. So my point is, liquidity is drying up like crazy. Even banks don't have money. Where's all the money going? Why are countries all buying silver and gold? Why? All these countries across the world are buying silver and gold, and the United States is doing the same thing. What's going on with the US dollar? Okay, but that's another video as well. But my main point is to tell you that liquidity is drying up in large part due to the stock market, and in the number one hot topic in the stock market is AMC stock, because it's been shorted more than any other stock, and it's gotten these hedge funds in serious hot water, and they're going to collapse, and they need a bailout from the government. Maybe they're working on it behind the scenes. I don't know. What do you think? Comment below. Hit like, subscribe, add notifications, share the video with a friend. Have a great day.